Ta-da! We're live.
Hello.
You have to stand back, and then if you stand out of the way a second, they can see the mountains.
Oh, I'm blocking the mountains.
No, but if you stand right like that, wait, a little bit more this way, a little lower. He has devil's horns, bunny ears. No, because when I go close, the mountains turn away. See, they go away. But then if I go back, it's like Sesame Street with Grover. Far, near, far. I have to teach you Grover. I don't think they have Sesame Street here. No, but it's pretty. You can see new snow. We have Greg and Karl here too. They're coming soon.
I'm coming soon.
I hope so. Innuendo boy. Ew. Okay.
I think you meant to say Greg and Rune are coming soon.
Greg and Karl? Oh, I meant to say Greg and Rune. I thought you meant something completely sicker. Okay, so we have Chet here. I'll have to see who's here. So Regina's here. And Meryl Hufflepuff. We have a Hufflepuff in the house. I haven't seen you in a while. My kid is here. Trash. You are not Trash, sweetie. You need a better name. But I'm glad she came to play. Look how the nice, wonderful weather you're missing in Gudvangen, Cecilia. It's beautiful today. It was completely covered with snow before, but it's melting fast, which means avalanche season. Yay. Raymond Roberts is here. It's midnight where he is, but of course he's sitting with a beautiful 25 degrees Celsius. Did your mountain arrive, or is it still stuck in the Suez Canal? I hear it's on its way now. They finally got the boat loose. Australia, Western Australia, ahead of a cyclone hurricane just coming down tomorrow, possibly north of the city. Batten down the hatches. When it blows through here, the windows suck right open if we don't have them actually latched down, and that's nothing compared to a hurricane or a cyclone. I hear U.S. is getting hit with a series of storms, though.
Yes.
There was like
60 build your houses up with paper mache, so what do you expect?
No, in the north we use brick and wood.
Yeah, and the storms know that, so they only hit in the south and the middle.
Well, yeah. I don't know, use everything. Albert is here, and Susan Youngman is here. Hello. She says spring in the Adirondacks, and the ice is gone. Happy Nalbinding outside. It's nice to be outside. I like it. Drea's here. Rainy off and on in Duluth, but she's about the same temperature as we are. Just above freezing. We're not freezing yet, are we? No, this is plus scrub. It's plus.
Yeah. You see the water is running from the roofs. So.
Yep. Yeah. So it's probably about 38 here as well. We're really close to it. Heidi Lisa is here. She says, här det kommer massa snö så vinter igen. We had snow, and then 12 o'clock hit, and the snow is gone. No, there's still some right over here. Da-da-da. But it's wet, icky snow. You don't want to play with that. Prude is here as well. Hi, Rune. Your sister's online and looking for you. Yeah. If we want, we can get a chair, but it's such pretty view. So it's nice to walk and stand. Let's see, what else do we have? Rosanna Heights is here. Hello. Oh, she's got to come back. You remember Rosanna? She's the one that painted the signs.
Yeah.
She has to come back too. And Sophie Zir Carreras. I think I might be saying that wrong. Hello again. Welcome back. And Doro is here. And I bet she's got Karsten with her in there somewhere. So hello. And Nell is here from Finland. And Regina is playing with the melted snow. So water.
Oh, okay.
And there, in the Hebrew letters there. She sent me a nice little video. I just showed Anders and Karl that. That's so cute. So we have to write you a little message back. I think if you see it's in the comments of the previous live. That was the cute one from Tennessee. Well,
hello.
You have to play music, Rune.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but I forgot about it last time until right before you were about to leave, and then it was really just 5 seconds of music, so. What do you...
Yeah, that's enough for now.
Oh, it's good though. But did you make that up or did you learn that from something
No, I
else?
just from here directly.
I'm going to turn it this way 'cause
Improvisation.
you'll get all shy now.
Yeah.
No, but it's good. I like that because people were asking to hear more of that and then I forgot about it. And
I
You showed
have
it
to
last
learn
minute.
a little bit more.
I
Just a
can
little bit.
not play one of those things. So what is it, by the way? I don't know if they saw what you were
It's
playing. Show it.
Jaws harp.
Heidi Lisette is clapping, your sister. There you can see it. And then how do you play that thing normally? Do you have to...
You use this spring.
So is that the same thing they
put
used
it
on
in your
Deliverance?
mouth and you shape your mouth into different.
Do you bite it?
No,
No,
just into your teeth.
like that. That's cool. I really want to see you do that with a banjo and reenact Deliverance.
This can be made in different notes.
Yeah, that was it. You were telling me about that. They're in different keys. There's
Keys,
that too.
yes.
So we go back this way.
So you cannot play everything
Hmm.
in the same.
So your sister is clapping, applauding you.
Oh, hi.
Raymond wants to know what kind of fish you catch. You're the fisherman? Do you fish?
Yeah, sometimes, yes.
Okay, what kind of fish do you catch if you were to catch a fish? Here? I'm assuming you mean out in the fjord there? Way back there is the fjord.
But I fish more in sei. What is sei in English?
Cod?
Cod, I think. Yeah.
Cod, yeah.
Yeah, cod, that's torsk.
No, torsk is cod. Sei
Yeah,
is
That is pollock.
Pollock.
pollock, yeah.
Yeah.
That they think they get a...
Cod and pollock
Yeah?
and mackerel.
Mackerel is mackerel, yeah.
Yeah,
That one's a good one. Pepper mackerel.
Yeah.
Nom, nom, nom. What are you catching?
Small pollocks
Yeah?
that Olav laughs at.
Yeah.
You have to... It's been a while since you told the quest story of the fishing.
First off, our chieftain told us that there is no fish in this fjord.
Yeah.
So I went out fishing and caught a few small fish and brought them back. We cooked them on the fire over there and we're pretty happy with ourselves. Then our German guide tells us that it is impossible to get fish with a woman on the boat. So I bring her with me and we catch 2 small fish and we bring them back.
Mm.
But now Olav, the guy who owns the hotel over there, is outside fishing with his wife, our boss, Toril. So some of you might remember.
Yeah.
And much better boat, much faster. We go whizzing past us several times. And when he comes back, he laughs at our fish and says, okay, so you catch the fish that I throw back in. So the next quest, as soon as I get my boat back on the sea,
You're coming.
is to find the fish that Olav can't laugh at.
Yeah.
So we have to send you guys out by
Yeah.
yourselves and see if you come back with a fish bigger than if I go out there with him just to see if the whole female thing has
Oh, yeah,
anything
yeah.
to say.
No, Olav
You don't
got
think
big
so?
fish when I took with him to it.
Yeah.
But
So,
you caught the world's biggest starfish. I've never seen a starfish
Yeah.
this big before.
no.
Maybe it was like this. I want to mount it on that house right there. Just kind of like the starfish sitting right in the middle here.
But if you're lucky here, you can get salmon, of course.
Oh, sounds the best.
And in the mountains, we have trout.
And
If you were fishing in the Viking Age and you were the actual landowner, you would get a lot of salmon.
Yeah.
Because this is where exactly where a very salmon-rich river runs into the sea. So the salmon is just lazily swimming in small circles to get used to the fresh water before they even go up the river.
Yeah.
So very easy to catch, to the point where it's not legal to catch them there.
I suspect the reason why our chieftain thinks you can't get fish in the fjord here is because it mixes fresh water with salt water.
No,
No?
it's because he has a kayak and he has been trying and he hasn't gotten any fish.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I was
That's
gonna-
my idea too.
You think so too?
Yeah.
So it's not the content or the
No, but I
quality
know
of the
that
water, but
now
the-
he has got fish lately, or
Yeah.
he has
Got it.
got fish.
it's
So,
hard to break. Oh yeah, he did. He
Yeah.
brought one back
but
that was about.
he don't eat fish, and so he just throw them back in again.
Shame on him. He has to bring them back so I can cook them.
Yeah.
So your father, Karl, from Selja, which is about 3 hours north of here, four,
Yeah.
caught haddock.
Yeah.
Halibut. Sorry, halibut.
Oh yeah.
Halibut. It's a huge. It was big.
Yeah.
We made, well, I don't know how to cook the fish very well, so it's like all shredded plukfisk, which is what they call the fish when you just pick it all off the meat all off the bone because everything is just shredded anyway.
But they can become very big, like 200-300 kilos.
The thing was like
that big, I think, but maybe full length would be something like this.
Yeah.
And pretty heavy because flat and massive.
But we made fiskegrotting out of it, and it was, oh my God, that was good. Fiskegrotting is, I don't know if we have it in the United States, but it would translate to fish au gratin. Does that make sense? It's shredded fish, macaroni, some sort of white sauce. We used Lofoten sauce pack. Oh my God. And a little bit of cheese on top. I have to mix them with 4 eggs to get it to be stiff. And then with little cheese on top of that, and then dried breadcrumbs, which we didn't have, so we used cornflakes.
Okay.
It was really good. I thought, there you go, cornflakes. So
it's made in the oven.
Here we go. Oh yeah, and it's baked in the oven. Yeah, just like a hot dish.
Yeah.
If you're from my part of the United States, otherwise it's a casserole for the rest of the Americans. Drea's writing here what we have where I come from. Duluth. They have steelhead, trout, walleye, perch, bass, crappie, northern's good, muskie, and some others. Her favorite is salmon and halibut, but it's freshwater in Duluth.
Hello.
It's a Greg. Okay, so I made Rune play music when he came out here. What are you gonna do? You're gonna
stand on my head? I don't know. No, I'm not actually gonna stand on my head.
You what you said.
I can stand on your head.
Yeah, you can stand on my head. That's fine.
We want to see this.
No.
Okay, fine. Kristen is here as well, by the way. All of a sudden she remembered. Yay, I only spammed it in like 40 web pages. How could you not? Or Facebook groups. I saw Karl's notification. It was like, Karen tagged you.
Yeah, and I had about 3 tags. Why did I only have about 3 tags?
Did you know that Greg Weller is also a Facebook page? I didn't.
Oh yeah, I don't.
You got like a shitload too, I think.
Yeah.
I had it pop up about 3 times.
Yeah, but now I know why. So every time I try to tag you, I can just type at Rune Lisette and it comes up right away. At Karl Aardal and it comes up right away. Mine, it's me or my ex-husband's new wife, but I know which one's me.
No, really?
That's amazing. But you. God, I hope he does. I don't want that one back. But you, when I tag you, it either comes up Greg Weller, the right Greg Weller, or Greg Weller Yacht Sales. Or I thought it was the Greg Weller, but it's not. It's the Greg Weller Facebook page. Apparently, this guy is a public figure. He hasn't posted anything since 2016, I think.
Yep, that's what you said.
And so if you want to read about what he is, so on the Greg Weller Facebook page, you go and click, what's he about? It's a super genius. Are you sure it's not you?
Positive. That does not sound like me.
Apparently you have one namesake who is really, really interested in sports. And you have up to 3 namesakes that are interested in different sports.
Yep.
Because one is the head of the athletics department of the University of something on T.
Mm-hmm.
One guy wrote a book about strength training with weights.
I'll stand over here so I can
And
read.
one guy is a gymnast.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's the same guy.
No.
The weightlifting gymnast is not something.
No, I was going to say.
No.
Oh, dear.
See, yeah, because Drea was also mentioning she bought her fishing license yesterday and was as well wading boots and waders. Oh, she's ready to go.
Yeah.
We just used his boat.
Yeah. I emptied for water the other day, by the way.
That's what happens when your boat's stuck up on a Viking field, I guess. You should have seen us trying to get that thing on land.
Yeah.
How many Vikings does it take to lift a modern boat?
Soon no time to get it back on the sea.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that. Let's see. Robin Woodman is here from California. Hello. We are outside the house you stayed in, FYI. Let's see if I do this. Da-da-da-da. It now has an awning. I'm sorry, that went really fast. You're probably making everybody puke now.
It's not Amazon.
No, it's not. It's a secret. Let's see. Drea said she tried playing the jaw harp, but the metal tab keeps hitting her teeth. This does it for me too. What's the trick?
Mm.
Yeah, you have to hit it with the correct angle. And maybe you have to widen up the space a little bit.
Can you do that?
Yeah, it's possible.
Because I always bang my teeth on those things.
These are very, very close to
Yeah.
each other, but if you widen this a little bit, and you have to hit this on the right angle. If you hit it on not correctly, it will hit the,
Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong.
yeah.
It's either that or I smack myself in the lip, and that doesn't feel very good either. That's not how I got this, by the way.
It's not even a tenth of a millimeter.
No? They said,
Maybe.
thank you
Not
for
bad,
playing, by
okay.
the way.
No, it's good, because the closer, the better sound.
Gotcha.
But too close, then you have a bring, bring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Hagman is here, by the way. Saw that she was going to come on Facebook. I was so excited. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this is another one. What do you net for? People net smelt here in Duluth with fishing nets. Smelt are like this big. If it's a really big smelt, it's like that
Oh, yeah.
big, but they're real small, and you fry the thing whole.
Yeah.
You bread it and fry it, and oh my God, they're so good, but there's only like 1 or 2 weeks a year you can get it.
Some kind of freshwater thing.
Freshwater
because
river. It's a river fish, but
The only thing that kind of resembles that by the name is what we call smult, which would be a small mackerel.
maybe. Is it a mackerel type fish, Drea?
I don't think it can be because that's
No.
saltwater fish.
Yeah.
Oh, no, this is freshwater. We don't have any saltwater that far in the United States.
Abbor-ish.
A bigger than that.
Yeah, okay.
This
They're
is,
like herring size or smaller, yeah. But I mean, head and all, you eat the whole damn thing.
Oh.
If it's if it's big, then you might actually be able to taste a bone. But
we have something in the rivers or the inland lakes called øreskyte,
Urdeskite.
but they are maybe they can be this big.
This is your homework. We will look. You guys have to look it up. I'm not doing it. But they're, oh my God, they're so good, and I miss those. I've only seen those in Duluth though, and you have to go to a real dive bar to find it because they're the only ones that are willing to make it.
I don't think we have that fish.
Nell says fishing net, mostly small fish. She hates killing big fish. This is in Finland, by the way. I have no problem killing big fish as long as I eat them.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, they're talking all about fish. You guys got to flow through here afterwards. Smoked herring. There's a lot of herring in Norway.
Yeah, smoked herring is normal in Norway too.
Yep, Greg is here too. Kristen.
Herring is.
This is for Hope and Clivy's, Greg. So
Finland.
hopefully you're here too. Yeah.
Yep.
Kristen's coming on Monday. If you were here on Saturday, you could come play on YouTube with us, by the way. Kristen.
Is she coming?
She's
Monday?
coming on Monday, yeah.
Oh,
She's
cool.
going to play with me. She doesn't like you.
No.
Only me.
Gädda in English.
What?
Gädda, it's a freshwater
Yeah.
Pike.
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 Pike. Oh, that's a really good one. This northern pike is yum.
My father was in Sweden for many years when he used to work at Volvo. He told me that in Sweden they fish pike with shotguns.
Repeat that for those who didn't catch it. What?
They fish pike with shotguns. You ride into the water. You make sure to keep the muzzle of your shotgun above the water.
Of
Do
course.
not put your shotgun in the water. Very
Okay.
important rule.
Now, why wouldn't you do that, Karl?
Because it's designed to shove some pellets out of the barrel,
Uh-huh.
not gallons of water out of the barrel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So if you try to shove gallons of water out the barrel, it explodes, which is
Yeah.
not fun for anybody.
You might catch more fish, though.
But you don't actually shoot the fish. You shoot near them,
Yeah?
and they get knocked out from the shock, and then you pick them up.
Oh, wow. That sounds like a really unique way of catching fish. You just shoot them out of the water.
I would say so.
Okay.
It's kind of like fishing with dynamite, but in much smaller scale.
Yeah.
It's like back to Deliverance again. Anyway.
Swedish redneck. Perfect storm.
Yeah.
Norwegians like to mock the Swedes, by the way. It's a bit like Minnesota mocking Wisconsin and vice versa.
Liar versus
Let's see. Angela Acker loves the hot dishes. Oh, yeah. Big where I come from. Anything, basically, if you don't know what a hot dish is, it's a huge American thing. We call it hot dish in the Midwest or my area, and the rest of the country calls them casseroles. But it's basically anything you have left in the refrigerator, throw it in a pie or a pan and stick it in the oven with some cheese on top, and you're
Yeah,
good to
yeah.
go.
Aren't you supposed to have an onion soup base?
Cream of
also?
mushroom soup is a must. You have to have cream of mushroom soup. So, but you can use anything
That's the
really.
reason I wouldn't like it.
Ah, you and your mushrooms. Prudis says the mountains are so beautiful. It's like a Zoom
You and your
background.
berries.
Yeah. Yes, it was the asylum, the house that we're next to. But we will cleanse this house, and it will no longer be called the asylum. Why do we call this house the asylum?
I don't know how much we want to go into detail.
We don't want to go that much into
Some
detail.
of the people who have lived there have been eccentric.
Haven't you lived in that house once, Kristen? No, just kidding.
Don't worry,
You
I've
don't
stayed in
need
that
to make
house many
things up
times.
to make my argument stronger.
No, she's...
I, on the other hand, have stayed in that house many a time.
Robin Woodman stayed in this house, and she didn't go crazy, did you? Although I did see that nice little Patch the Punch video where you go after somebody with claws for carding wool. So you might have gone a little crazy in that house.
Yeah, you inspired someone to go after me with those claws.
Oh, yeah. I did that on your hair, though. They're these combs for the wool. Really good at getting knots out of Greg's hair. So let's just say he's been much better at tending to his hair before he asks me to braid them now.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. So I will... you guys are good at talking to the Swedes and the Danes as well, by the way. They go after each other. Garcia is here. Hello and love from the Netherlands. Hello from Norway. Okay, catching up on chat. But the wool combs rock. I love them. You can kill anybody with those things. And maybe I have. No, I haven't. But I came up with... we didn't watch a movie this week. But you came up with an idea of something we could watch next week if we can find it.
Yeah.
What's the name of the movie?
Viking Dome.
Viking Dome. And is it Norwegian or is it...
No, I don't think so.
How old is it?
It's not that old. I think it's from 2020s.
2020 even. Yay.
Maybe.
And what is the plot of this wonderful movie we should
I
watch?
haven't seen the movie, but it's on the back cover. It says that Thor is going mad, and there's a Viking that tries to fight the bad Thor. Yeah, that's it.
So there's a good tour and a bad tour, otherwise known as Thor?
The Thor is bad. There's no good Thor.
No?
And this is why Loki's my favorite god.
Yeah.
And how do you refer to Thor? He's a little bit... what do you call him on your tour? When you introduce Thor on... this is Thor, he's what?
Nuts.
Oh, it's a while since I've done the gods now.
That could be read differently, by the way. Innuendo boy.
Thor is the god of thunder and strength.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Get everybody here. And you say...
And the way he is depicted in the mythology, he doesn't seem to be the sharpest tool in the shed.
That's the one. Why do you think he's not the sharpest tool in the shed?
Because he's a
Well-
dumbass.
Because nobody has ever tried to trick Thor.
No?
You just trick him.
Yeah.
There is no try.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So he's an
Um,
easy target.
And
Yeah.
there's very important things about the Norse gods. There are neither good or bad. They
Yeah.
are just like us. There's no good or evil in Norse mythology.
No.
Yeah, no, they don't even use those terms
No.
for anything.
And so while we're on the topic, I thought of a little discussion because there was actually a bit of interest in the religion thing, whether or not Vikings had Easter, and we've already discussed that one.
Yeah.
But religion, did they have a religion?
Yeah.
Discuss. I'm not paid to be smart. I'm not even getting paid right now.
There is possibly two guys in the sagas that could be described as atheist or agnostic or
Yeah,
hostile to the gods.
to get you on. There.
One guy, Swedish, I think, basically just shows up for the Battle of Stiklestad and he wants to fight.
Yeah.
He goes first to Olav, the Christian king, because he looks to be in the worst position. He has the weakest army, so it will be most honorable to fight for him.
Yeah.
And Olav, later Saint Olav, basically asks him, well, okay, you can come fight with me, but are you a Christian? And he says, no, I don't believe in gods. I believe in myself and I believe in my axe.
Yeah.
And Olav says something along the lines of, well, then you should be fighting for those guys because everybody here is baptized. And he says, well, okay then. And then he just goes and joins the other army and murders the Christians for the rest of the evening.
Is that what Vikings do for a good time?
Well, some of them. Some of them are Christians, and I don't do that for a good time.
No.
Others are still Christian and still do that for a good time.
Yeah.
True. Then there's
The look from Karl just now when I said that.
what's his name?
I get that look a lot.
One of the saga, Icelandic sagas is about a guy who is called something Freyskoda. This is freely after memory, but it goes something like this. He's a rich and powerful farmer. He has a little temple to the god Frey that he considers to be here. They have a term for it, but it's basically his best friend among the gods. He's a Godi, so he is both a priest and a politician in a way. And he is responsible for the ceremonies to Frey. And he is extremely profitable and rich. He has made some oaths that will come and bite him in the ass. One that is that nobody can bring me to the thing. And one is nobody can ride this horse but me.
Quick sidetrack. What is a ting for those who don't know?
Court of law, basically.
Okay.
In this context, it's a court of law. It's also a parliament, but for the purpose of this, he is basically saying nobody can arrest me.
Okay.
I'm above the law.
Continue.
He has a neighbor who's something of an idiot, and this neighbor has a son that he wants to have in this guy's service, but he is way too late. So it's only because of basic neighborship that he accepts this guy to be his, not exactly servant, but be in his service.
Yeah.
Then some animals run off, and being an idiot, the son of this kid borrows his horse to go and collect all these animals. So he's actually doing a good job.
Yeah.
The problem is that he has sworn that he will kill everybody who rides his horse. So he basically has said, okay, you are a pretty good worker. I'm really sorry about this, but shmuck.
So how'd that go again? I didn't quite catch it.
Well, he killed him.
And what did it sound like?
Shmuck.
You're boring.
The father of this kid, the goofball neighbor, absolutely does not like this. And here is a very weird segment where he and his friends hires 2 mercenaries, and they get these mercenaries' attention by basically one of them has a bad foot, and one of the friends of the father of this kid goes and stomps on the bad foot of the mercenary to basically get his attention, which for some idiotic reason actually works. And I go, okay, what the fuck is your problem? Please explain. Now we have this guy who killed my son, and nobody can bring him to the thing, and he just won't show up.
Yeah.
Oh, not worse. We're mercenaries. We do this kind of thing for fun. So they go, beat him up, bring him to the thing. The thing convicts him and takes away his farm. He loses basically everything. And then he just goes, well, so much for Frey. I've been worshipping him all my life, and I have nothing to show for it. So he just he starts building up his farm again, and many, many years later, he just goes and takes back his farm. There is a lot more to it, but basically, I don't need the gods. I can build myself up without them. And when he builds up his farm, he doesn't have a temple to Frey anymore.
No.
So
the god of cranes?
the god of cranes. So he's some kind of mad Viking atheist. But this is very unusual for the time. Because everybody considers the existence of the gods to be self-evident.
You've got some questions in here, and then we can go right back into more religion. For one, Peruda, I think, asked this one. I have to see. She always wanted to ask the question, if I always wear the Viking dresses or just for the videos. You guys seem not to care. Laugh out loud. Are we all actually living in the village? Yeah. I have a house down that way a bit. If I just...
I will get out of the way.
No, I don't want you to get out of the way. I'm trying to hit you. No, you can't see it from here, so it's more fun hitting Greg in the head. Anyway, but no, I'm wearing it for you guys.
Yeah.
But also because I had office work today.
I'm regretting not wearing mine because I'm fucking cold.
Yeah, that's the other reason is it's warm. It was from Drea that asked that question. But this one has been playing in the mud all day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fixing fences and repairing fences.
And you've been back and forth doing weird things today, or just keeping me entertained? And on a project that we have, a little bit of
I'm
web shop, a
working
little bit
on
of.
different office things today. I have not been much in the village today.
And you've been playing Viking Santa Elf or whatever.
I've been
Making toys?
Yeah, I'm elf. Yes,
Yeah,
I
so
think
they don't-
elf would be the accurate.
Oh, so they don't want to ruin their Viking clothes, but we're actually not open yet. So as soon as we're open, then it's a bit more open because it's at the end of the day. No, he doesn't, Kristen, and you know what I'm asking. Okay. Let's see. There was some other questions in here. I just happened to see.
You can't just leave us hanging like that.
Let's see. Where was it? Karl knowing about the soup base is pretty funny. I wonder if the mushroom is an onion soup base. Mushroom soup. Wait, I wonder if the mushroom soup is onion soup based. No, the reason he knows is because he's dating a Minnesotan. I've schooled him on hot dishes. Let's see, there was a couple more questions I didn't want to miss. I have 2-row extra fine Viking combs from Valkyria. Oh, those are wonderful. When is the web shop opening so I can buy a Rune Knoll? That's the one that sent the video. Kristen's coming here on Monday to help me get the final questions sorted, or the final, there's a couple of little glitches and they need to be sorted. Otherwise, all hell will break loose.
You can send me a message on Instagram and I'll send you a needle.
If you look in the description, you will find it. So hopefully within a week. If I'm really, really good and Kristen can solve all of my issues, then hopefully the web shop will be up in a week. But I'll let you know for sure. So we're crossing fingers on that one. And then by then I'll announce the page everywhere I can find it. A place to put it. The stitch that I'm doing, I didn't see which one wrote that, but anyway, it's Oslo. These are supposed to be Greg's socks, but I have to try him on his feet right now. Your socks are...
I was going to say, that didn't look like Greg's socks.
No, they're not. Let's see. I'm just going to show everybody what my back looks like while I try to find them. These are Greg's socks are this big now. But I have to have them try them on so to make sure they're still fitting because they're fit. They're specially made for his legs. But I have 2 of these. Nope. So I'm using super fat yarn that my mom gave me from her stash. It's really cool yarn. Is that called sugar bush? Did I read that right?
Yes, you did.
What are you laughing at? It says chill. Sugar bush, chill. So if you have a sugar bush and you want to chill. So I'm making a cowl. It's like the one I have on. This one.
Can I borrow it now?
Yeah, you can.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Don't joke. I will keep you dressed. So there you are. So it's Oslo stitch. It's just going to be a, if I'm doing it right, it'll be a cowl. Anyway, I have to stretch it out to make sure that it lays flat. So if I hold it this way and it goes outwards flat, then I'm doing it right until it hits about here. Let's see. There were some more questions. Is Norsk more difficult to learn than Swedish, says Garcia?
I don't know.
I've learned both.
Don't think it's that much of a difference if your starting point is English.
No, its pronunciation is very different. For example, you have the word 7. The number 7 is sju in bokmål or sju in Swedish.
Yeah, but I think both the Norwegian sounds and the Swedish sounds will be equally difficult for an American.
Yeah. That's why my pronunciation is so good.
I understand Swedish more than Norwegian.
And if you see
But I've only learned Norwegian.
Swedish and Norwegian Americans, they sound the same.
Okay, so
Almost.
yeah, maybe they have a very innocent dialect.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, they almost it almost sounds like baby talk. It depends on how well you nail the TH sound.
I think the Swedish accent is a little bit more like this.
And how is your bokmål Norwegian, Oslo?
A typical Norwegian accent would be more like this.
Yes.
And your Nynorsk, New Norwegian, West Coast. How do you say
En
that?
typisk norsk aksent vil være mer noe sånt som dette her.
Yeah. So you're trying to sound more manly in your own dialect. Is that what you...
No, I am more manly in my own dialect. If I'm trying to speak anything else, I revert to a 3-year-old girl. Maybe so.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Let's hear it.
En typisk norsk dialekt på Østlandet vil være noe sånt som dette.
A typical Norwegian dialect in the east would sound like that, he says. And in the west where he comes from, suddenly his balls drop an octave. And then you have Trondheim.
Yes.
Explain your dialect in the north, halfway up.
Typical Norwegian is from Trondheim. It's like this.
Yeah? Do you sound like the Vikings TV series?
Yes.
So it's all accurate. I learned Swedish first for 3 years before I came to Norway and screwed up all my Swedish, but the spelling is very similar to the East dialect. The new Norwegian took me a little bit different. Like I said, the letter 7 is SJU. So bokmål in east of Norway, they would call that sju. And I'm probably not pronouncing it quite right either. In Swedish, they say sju. Yeah. And in Nynorsk, they say syv, spelled SYV.
But we have
if I have that wrong?
We have the sentence put together at the same
Yeah, the
way.
grammar is the same, yeah. So it wasn't that, it was harder to learn Spanish than it was to learn Norwegian after Swedish. You just had to get used to it. And I was a little worried at first because here we go. 3 years of Swedish. When I go to Norway, I think, okay, this should be okay. I should be able to get this. I go to Oslo and I am having such a hard time understanding what they're saying. But Oslo is Oslo. They have a slang, a dialect. Because when I went to Trondheim on the same trip, suddenly I could understand a whole lot more. So the dialects, I would put that on. How is your, how do you like your Norwegian from the British perspective here now? You got the American perspective.
Well, I would say that finding Norwegian was, it was easier to speak Norwegian or learn Norwegian than it was to learn something like French for certain.
Yeah, the Latin languages are grammatically different than English.
Yeah.
At least we are in the same language group.
Yeah, that's important. German or English is a Germanic language, and so is Swedish and Norwegian. So the structure is quite similar. Whereas Spanish and French and Italian and Portuguese, the Latin languages are all the things are
cross-eyed.
They're all cross-eyed. I like that term. That was good. Let's see, what else did we miss here? Yes, and you'll understand Danish and Swedish much better when you know Norwegian. This is true. Karl, how is your Danish these days?
Well, I don't have any Danish because my tongue works.
Explain.
Danish sounds like Norwegian with a paralyzed tongue.
Yeah.
So snuck,
And now say that in New Norwegian. I knew you were speaking gibberish.
Oh, you saw through my gibberish.
That's right. Not just a pretty picture here. Tell you to mock my intelligence with Thor.
I think he just compared Karen's intelligence to Thor.
No, I think I did that stupidly enough.
Oh, yeah.
No, but let's blame it on Karl. That's much better. Let's see. And there's my kid saying hello again. Hello, Cecilia.
Hello.
Rosanna says she likes you with a longer beard. Show us some proper length there. There you go. Look at that. Can you make a noise like a goat too? Oh, you said the profile. You were doing this and it looked like the profile. So you could.
Oh.
You have to do the profile and like make goat noises for me.
No.
Goat noises.
Damn it. I had such high hopes. My kid says congrats on getting 800 subscribers. I'm in there, I think. My kids have been really intent on how many subscribers I have.
Oh.
They're very is that a truck or is that an avalanche?
That's
a truck. Okay.
I don't think avalanches normally has brakes.
No.
So now writes, once you learn one Scandinavian language, Danish, Swedish, Norwegian, you get communication with people as long as they're willing to speak slowly, understand written languages.
Yeah.
Icelandic, you can get about every 10th word. And then there's Finland, Nell. What happened? It's nobody can speak anything. There's no language
Finland
even similar.
Yeah, well, Estonian is similar, but
Yeah?
those two are similar to each other, and as far as I know, nobody else.
No. because that one is completely different than
Yeah.
almost anything.
I talked to a tour guide when I was in Estonia,
Yeah.
and the thing is, Estonian and Finnish is so similar that you can easily get by with Estonian in Finland or vice versa. It's just that it's almost as if it's constructed to cause misunderstandings.
No.
So, if I remember her example correctly, if an Estonian person goes to Finland and stays in a hotel and thinks the hotel room is nice, and he conveys that in Estonian, what the Finnish person will hear is, your dead bodies are lively here in Finland.
Okay.
I don't speak either of the languages, so I
No.
can't really say this for sure.
Is that accurate, Nell? Nell's the Finnish, the Finlander. Albert wants to know how the fences, I can read it correctly. How are the fences that I helped with outside the old gates? On the other side of the village wall here, there
They
is
are,
fences just like these that he built with his class. How are they?
Yeah, them.
Those are
Oh,
doing
that
really
one,
well
not
compared.
your older.
No, different now. No,
No,
no.
no.
His
not
Albert
my
went
Albert.
into the military service.
Because he was
No,
helping us build
19th.
fences like
19th.
2 days ago, so
Yeah.
it would be.
Yeah, no, this is with Stig's class that came.
Oh,
All
yeah.
those guys came
Yeah,
and built the
different
fences
Albert.
outside.
Yeah.
Albert drew
No.
it, I think.
Most of our fences is still standing.
They need to be. This one at least needs to be in
Some
repair.
repairs, of course, yeah.
But this one here is like from 2017.
Yeah.
But the wood
and
becomes-
some from last year too.
I don't know if you can see it here, but they snap now, so they need to be redone. You can fix that, right, Rune? No, every year we have to build them back up a little bit. But we let the old ones fall down, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then just put right on top more. We had to mend the one with the sheep quite a few times this while you were gone. So it's very good that you're back now.
Yeah. Now we're going to take down the electric fence.
Yeah, I can
I
push
think
this
the
back up
sheep
again.
is just pretending to be fenced in by the fence.
Yeah.
Because the one that jumped over not so many days
Oh,
ago
they can
had
get some-
very good clearing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
The sheep aren't out right now, but that's
Well, then
because
we need to fatten them up a little bit.
I've been doing a good job fattening
Yeah,
them.
I know.
I
They're
want
not
their
skinny,
wool.
so that's. But we need them fatter, so it's harder to jump.
Oh yeah, we're going for the cholesterol
Yeah,
plan.
okay. So when I'm welcoming visitors this summer, I'm going, hello, welcome to Viking Valley. Have
Please
you
feed our
seen our
sheep.
sumo sheep?
Sumo sheep.
Please feel free to feed them.
Yeah.
We'll put little ponytails on their no buns on top of their heads and make them fight. Yeah, that would be good.
But,
Have you seen our
this
sheep?
spring they are 3 years old, I think.
A little bit more than 3 now because we got them in 2018.
Yeah, but they were
It's 20
born in the springtime.
Yeah, we got them March 2018, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But they were.
Okay.
Wasn't it March 2018 we got them? Wasn't 2017 we opened? 1 year later we got sheep.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Or,
We
their
got the
horns are
sheep
like
while
here
they
now.
were closed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
but
did.
we weren't open that winter. That was in March.
yeah, but then they was
I thought-
almost 1 year old then when they came here.
yeah, so they might be 4.
Yeah.
I think now 4,
Yeah.
yeah. But their horns they go like this, and then they. Oh wow, look at that hair. Anyway, it goes like this, and it's just starting to whip out now
Yeah.
to their next. How far do they get, Rune? You were the sheep master.
I don't know, but I've seen pictures. They're going at least
Twice.
Twice, maybe.
They're so cool. I've seen some up on the mountains that have gone 1.5 turns, and I can't wait
but
till ours look like that.
sometimes there is a problem with it because the horns are turning inside again, and they are
And
Dig
what
in.
happens?
into the jaws. Or
What happens to that when that does?
then we have to kill the sheep.
Because you can't just cut the horns.
Yeah, of course you can. But
Sheep
normally
expert.
rams they don't grow that old anyway. Normally.
These are different rounds.
Yeah,
These will
of course.
be.
We have to watch them.
Do we have Gotland sheep? No, we have Norwegian spell sow or old Norwegian short-tailed landers. But do you know what a Gotland sheep looks like? Gotland, and what the difference is?
No,
I'm not that good at.
but I think they are bigger, heavier.
Are they?
Yeah, I think.
Ours have to be sheared in May, probably the end of
Well,
April.
Whenever
May,
we
June.
want now.
Yeah, well, definitely not June. It's too hot.
Yeah.
I want their wool
Assuming
now.
on the heat, I meant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I have already seen sheep closer to us that already
have,
has
yeah.
been shaven.
Yeah, I saw Ida
then
she
we
sheared
can do
hers.
it any day if we want to.
I would love to shear it in April, but I don't know if that's something people want to watch.
It
Some
takes-
people are against it, and some people are. But why do we think shaving sheep or shearing the sheep is a good thing, other than making sweaters?
Because they don't die of heat stroke.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
wool on there. You should see
Yeah.
how much skinnier they look. The sheep is like this big, and then the wool is like that big.
Mhm.
And I think maybe soon the inner wool is starting to felt a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes,
close
it
to the
is.
skin, and then it's full of lysis and
Mm.
Yeah. The around this time of year, the wool will naturally start to separate from the sheep. It'll kind of loosen up, and you can literally just pull it off. But I don't have the guts to do
naturally,
that.
They lose the outer layer of their wool,
Yeah.
and they still have the inner layer. But we want the whole thing, so we take everything.
Yep.
But that's not natural.
No. So then, okay. And does it hurt the sheep to shear them? I've seen that question before.
Does it hurt to get the haircut?
No. And sometimes you'll see a little bit of blood, but that's just like cutting yourself shaving. It's not a. It's just a little scratch. But
the reason you see that is usually because you're talking about an Australian trying to make a speed record.
Yeah.
we have an Australian online. You sure you want to insult him just now? His
I'm
mountain
not
hasn't
sure
arrived
if
yet.
If you're an Australian sheep shearing champion,
Are you an Australian sheep shearing champion, Raymond? I think Karl just insulted you.
my point is that we have 2 sheep to share, and
Yeah.
we can use the whole day doing it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think we can shave this sheep without nicking them.
And I think we will probably do that with the proper shears, so it goes quick.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to be too historically accurate on that, because it's best for the sheep to get it done with as soon as possible.
Yeah. No, there are some areas where we don't really stretch for accuracy.
No.
They like your sumo sheep, by the way. There, Nell writes, there are many words that are the same in both Finnish and Estonian, but the meaning of them is completely different. I think the relation is similar to Scandinavian languages and Icelandic. Karen just casually breaks the fencing, says the Australian sheep herder. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know that Raymond shears sheep, but I do know that he likes wool. Nell also wrote that Estonian Karelian, if I'm saying that right, and Sami are relatives to Finnish, and there are some minority languages in Russia.
Yeah.
And Hungarian
Karelian, I
is,
suppose.
how do you say it?
Karelian
Karelian?
is a geographic area.
Ah,
Between
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Finland and-
I have to get more geography lessons. Albert says he has plans to come over as soon as possible. Good. Yes, you can come. You just send a message to Freeman if your area is not dark red in the Corona territory. We're more likely to have you come. But yes, you can. Freeman can definitely come and stay, but they have to book in advance. Send an email to freeman@njarderheimer.com. I think it is. But anyway,
No, .no.
is it .no? I will write that.
Yeah, I know. I suppose.
My fingers know how to type it, but my mouth can't keep up.
Trust your fingers.
Said. Okay. Anyway, pregnant pause there. Yes, they have wonderful wool. But yeah, and if you want to mend fences, by all means, we've got a lot of
Yeah.
fences you can mend. So we will.
Just need the materials. That's
Yep.
our problem.
You
Bring
can
materials too.
bring materials. Yeah, we're lacking some trees in these here mountains.
Or you could just bring the axe and
Yeah.
have at it.
Well, I don't see too many trees up there. But yeah, no, there's some, but they're very skinny.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's perfect for this.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
But it belongs to someone else. We cannot go. And...
Don't worry,
You're
it's not like it's
the ones who are
recorded.
cutting it.
No, there are a lot of them are more than happy to have their a lot of tree removal.
The only criminal thing I've done this millennium.
Yeah, you have, and I've forgotten what it was.
Okay,
I've
Peruta
stolen
says they wanna watch
wheelbarrow
us
full of
shear the
gravel
sheep.
From
Yeah,
the
yeah.
construction site over there.
Yeah.
So I have one case of grand theft gravel on my of things I've done that are actually illegal this year.
I'm sorry,
this-
repeat that. Grand theft gravel. How does that work?
You know what we are standing on there, right?
Yes, I do.
this gravel had to be put here by someone.
And tell me, how did
And
that
we
go?
ran out. And there was a big hole around, the cum thingy, the manhole thingy.
Yeah.
Like that.
The sewage.
We needed to cover it.
Yeah.
And we are out of gravel.
Mhm.
So I go and steal some from the kayak center over there.
Yeah.
So that's the only criminal thing I've done since the year 2000 is to steal one wheelbarrow of gravel.
Grand
And-
theft gravel.
I want something better. If I am going to be a criminal, I want to be a better criminal than this.
Mm.
Do you want an
But
axe
you are
and go and
actually
cut
suggesting Grand Theft 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
We need to think bigger. This is what's wrong with Vikings today. Thinking like this would never get us to Lindisfarne.
No.
Domesticated sheep don't naturally shed their wool the way
Well,
Bronze
they've,
Age sheep. This is true. We
started
can
doing
get some
something
up,
very
but
similar, keeping all their money. in one
but it's not that
building these
easy. By the way,
days. I hear
Purda
there's
says
one of
they
these
want
buildings in Ross.
they want to hear us. They want to see us shear the sheep, but I think I would just upload a video of that. Can't do
Yeah.
it quite live, but we can do that. I can upload a little video of it. New phone with space. So I can do that. We can film it a little bit.
Please don't drop
Oh,
it.
God,
and
no,
Push it away from the edge. Thank you.
I'm not the only one with OCD.
Well, if I was being really OCD, then it would have
Touch
to be
me.
like that. That's
Yeah,
so
Derek Prudas wrote the form to fill out to see what a freeman is. You can check it out and see if you want.
Bruno.
I'm just gonna put that way.
Everybody's
leave them alone.
messing with everybody else's OCD.
It's my OCD. I've got to make things right. Okay, yeah. So Peruta put the links in there for the freeman. How to become a freeman. It's basically the volunteer program. You do have to be a Viking or get a good start on you. Don't take that up. That's my wedge. Anyway, yeah, but you do
That's
have
not the one
to.
I'm
If
talking
you
about.
don't have a
Talking about
kit
the
or gear,
Slayer.
we can help you get started. There's always a lot of people here that loves to help people make the clothing, or at least show them how to if you've got the things to do it with. Let's see. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Says the Australian sheep herder, Karl. That's the kayakers, isn't it? Bad boys. Our neighbors are kayakers, if you're not aware of it. So you're either a Viking or an avid kayaker in this little city of town of Gudvangen. It's not even a town; it's a village. Kristen says, "Oh my God, has she still not finished that jumper? The blacksmith sweater." I bet she's talking about. No, I haven't, because it's just so. It's such a good joke. If I finish it, what are we going to talk about? There's a bigger reason behind that, but I think it's more fun to just.
There's also tunics that need finishing.
Yeah, there's a
and,
lot of stuff that needs finishing. So I started a new project, and I'm going to put it in the web shop. This one. No,
I've got red hair and a comb at home.
there are certain projects I should not work on
didn't hear
while
me.
doing YouTube. Your red hair?
Red
Yep.
hair and a comb at home.
I've decided that last year when I was trying to get the knots out of Greg's hair with the wool combs, like nails this big, a lot of hair came up. So we decided that, I think we're almost out of time too. But anyway, I bet I can spin that. And I did. And now we're going to embroider your tunic with hair. But now we've had to collect hair from blondes, brunettes, redheads, so we can get a nice little array of color. When we cut Karl's hair at some point, I'm making a sweater out of that. It's such cool colors.
You came back a day early. I was not very happy.
Yeah, but you only cut off like this much. You got to do the long length.
Yeah, but I'll tell you.
you gotta like, it's gotta be like a sheep. You gotta let it grow.
I have the long piece.
You do? Yeah, from Greg's hair.
My
That's right.
hair.
Tell the story.
Nah.
You
You're the
sheared
one telling
Greg.
the story. You're the one who brought it up.
Yep.
I had a plan collecting hair from different people because I want scalps in my belt.
You're the only one that donated.
Hat?
No.
No, I think one of your daughters did as well.
Kid
I
did too.
have still.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So that's the plan, to have hair from different kinds of people
Hmm.
in my belt.
See if there was another one. Yes. Should I see if I can smuggle in some birch bark for you? We have
We have plenty.
birch bark. If you see what's on the side there, the wind blew off some of it, but there's plenty more.
No, but birch bark is a resource that we never can have too much of.
No.
No,
Because
birch bark.
we use it to make fires as well.
Mm.
And it's...
If you're offering to smuggle birch bark, then we're not going to say no.
But for every piece of firewood, real firewood we have birch bark on it.
I have 6 minutes. Yay.
Yes,
Most
that's
of
the
them.
real firewood.
Yeah.
The problem
Yeah,
is that we are burning scrap wood most
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
time.
of course.
So.
Yeah.
Not anymore, we won't be. Have you seen that boathouse?
Yeah, it's
The full?
boathouse.
Yes.
Full of
The boathouses are the
It's
big yellow houses, if you've seen it,
Mm.
on our Facebook page and
You can't get
websites.
into it.
No.
It's that full.
But
So
a lot of it is tiles, like or the
I wouldn't say a lot of it.
tiles like that
anymore.
house, the
Huge
Chieftain's
amount
Hall
of
has
wood. About
tiles.
half of it's
Yeah, yeah,
regular wood.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Then
know
that
there are a
lunch,
lot of
no.
tiles in there.
The Gudvangen, what is it called? Gudvangen Whiplash Avalanche? I thought I heard one up there, but no, where's that? Oh, boring.
Yeah.
Okay,
Never mind.
so I have 5 minutes left, and Albert, it's I have spent a year making firewood and have made over 1,000 sacks of them.
Mm.
So bring them here, and then make 1,000 more.
Yeah.
If I understand correctly, there's a certain website that actually has our name listed in their destinations, so I can actually say this.
Apparently, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I am typing it then because this is one of the things I really wanted to tell you.
According to Toril, so.
But
I think that's the right link.
we can't take the word of Toril, then we can just.
No, but that's okay. So this one, we have a couple of surprises for you that we've been working on this winter. That link that I put on there, heygo.com. I think it's heygo.com anyway, but if you look Heygo, it's virtual tours. And on there you can log in and it's completely free. It's a tip-based tour guiding service all over the world. There's people doing this. So it's really great if you want to go on vacation and you're stuck in your living room. But if you look at the destinations you can go to, you can see Norway is one of the destinations. You can see guided tours in Oslo and Bergen, and coming soon, Gudvangen. And that's all I'm going to say about that until I can actually make a proper post. But there may be some virtual guiding, tip-based virtual guiding, so that means you can watch it for free and make a donation if you like it. Anyway, that helps out both the website and everyone that's involved. So you can see what we actually do when we're not bullshitting on YouTube with me and when they look like Vikings. How often do I increase to make the cowl flat? I'm kind of on a wing and a prayer here, but right now I started out every 5 because they're fat stitches. And then I checked it. Does it stretch it a little bit after every round? Does it still lay flat? And yes, it didn't go flat enough. So then I did another row where it was every 5. And now I'm doing every 6 and it's still laying flat. But if it starts doing this, curling up, then I have to increase a little more often, maybe repeat the row. If it starts doing this, then I need to not increase so much. I might have to maybe go every 7 or something until. So you just kind of play it by ear every time. If it wobbles a little bit, you can flatten it with an iron and some steam. And so anyway, that was our good news. What do we have anything more on the religion front? The Viking religion front that we were talking about before I went off on fish and Thor.
Except for 2 of them, Vikings seems to be religious. Yeah.
So are we going with the religion Viking?
Yeah.
Viking religion?
Some of them become saints of the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
Some of them are pagan. Some of them are moderate religious people, and some of them are full-blown raving religious fanatics.
Okay.
Religion in Viking Age is daily basis. Is what it's a part of your daily life.
Yeah. Everybody likes to have something to believe in.
And I'm not sure. This is kind of dangerous because when I see similarities between Vikings and the Romans, I have a tendency to just start using Roman sources.
Yeah.
But I think the Vikings thought about religions like the Romans did, as not separate from the art of politics, the art of war, the art of everything has a religious component to it.
Mm-hmm.
And doing things right is then you are right with the gods. If you do things wrong, even when those things are not things we would think of as ordinary religion, then you are messing with the forces in the universe you should not be messing with.
That's a good summary of it.
And Norse gods, you didn't have to worship them
No.
the same way as the Christian god.
Did you build them a temple?
Yeah, but this to have a temple is just to have a place to offer to them.
That's That's a
Don't
good
have
way
to
of
go
saying it.
there every day
No.
or every seventh
No.
day or
And you
something
don't
like that.
pray to them or you ask them for help or advice, maybe. But maybe you get an answer, maybe not.
Do you get better? Are your odds better of getting your demands if you say massacre a cow?
Yeah.
Or okay, so you do
Yes,
have to do an
and
offering
I
if
would
you're going to
say
be
that
pagan.
if
You should not formulate it as demand.
That's what I was about to say. You beat me to it.
Yeah.
You beat me to it.
So I will have to retract my list of
Hey,
demands.
Frey, you bastard!
Yeah.
Have this cow. I demand a wife.
Not a good plan.
Is that a proposal, Karl? Demand more than a cow. Just kidding. Okay.
Well, if you see me dragging a cow around, you can start getting your hopes up.
I'll run like mad. Okay, well, now we're at 1 hour, thank God. So every Saturday in April, it'll be Saturday at 6 o'clock in April for because I'm here the rest of Saturdays. So come and play with us next Saturday. Maybe there'll be Vikings, maybe they won't.
Sorry, just one last
Yeah?
question. Does 2 sheep equate a cow?
I don't think so. I think a cow would be more expensive than
Yeah.
2 sheep.
Yeah.
Run away! Run away! Okay, so keep an eye on Hago to see when Gudvangen has tours because
Back to your horses.
it'll be fun.
That would be much more expensive.
Run away! Run away! As
Right,
when
1.5
danger reared its ugly
horses.
head, I bravely tucked my tail and fled.
A horse singly is more expensive than a cow.
Yeah.
Unless it's a really, really bad horse.
I'm leaving now. See you Saturday.
I remember earlier, but